All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin. All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. We're back again with another live stream, this time bringing you the preview, the match preview, Chelsea versus Everton. We're looking for 4 out of 4 wins. Things are buzzing, but every day is now about Mason Mount. The headlines are all about Mason Mount. We wake up, we go to bed, every bit of news is about Mason Mount. Matt Lord did a madness earlier in the week, and then obviously throughout this week we've been hearing how he's part of the England squad, then he's not part of the England squad. The recommendation from our medical team is that he needs a little bit more rest. There seems to be a pubic injury in his pubic area, and he's been advised to take a bit of rest, and now he's been pulled away from the England squad, but potentially he's not happy about it. Seems like he feels he's fit enough to play. There was words that apparently he was fit enough to play last weekend against Leicester. There's been some leaks, but Chelsea want to give him a bit of break. Chelsea wants to, we've been hurt massively with injuries this season, so we want to ensure that we're not progressing towards another injury here. And as I said, Mason Mount can still be a big player for us for the remainder of the season. He may not start anymore, but at least off the bench, rotational purpose, he can still be a big player. But now the matter seems to be getting more sour and sour day by day. Mason Mount changed his agent as well. That's going to deal with his transfer situation. I think his dad was the agent for the interim, but now they've moved it on to a particular group. Can't remember. It's all on social media, and it's gone to a particular person who Fewings. Let me have a quick look. There was this news. There was a news about it. Neil Few. Let me see. Here we go. Fewings. Neil Fewings. Neil Fewings as the new agent. There you go. So apparently this particular agent, not only, I've just seen some reports that he's not only the agent of Graham Potter and Anthony Barry, but he's also the agent of Virgil van Dijk, Harvey Elliott, and Jordan Henderson. So I don't know whether there seems to be some sort of Liverpool link again, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm just fed up, man. I'm fed up. Like we've been doing well. The morale has been good in the last few weeks. 3 out of 3 wins. We're going for the 4 out of 4 now. And every bit of news is about Mason Mount, which is starting to annoy us, annoy me, to be honest. I'm pretty sure it's annoying you guys as well. And Fabrizio Romano just tweeted not that long ago, literally a couple of hours ago, stating that it looks very, very likely and very probable that he's going to move on in the summer. Valan, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. Potter versus Carlo. I laughed, I went to bed. Now, do you know what? I feel like we could potentially have an opportunity on this particular match. Ishan is in the house. Ishan, how you doing, brother?
My brother, we have some power cut here. The weather has been moving mad, actually, to be very honest. But I hope this turns out to be a good day. When later we face Everton, I hope we pull off a victory.
Nah, for sure. Hey, Bimba, you been good?
Yeah, man, I've been good. Can't complain. How have you been?
I've been all right, man. I've been all right. Are you gonna come for the watch along later tonight?
Yeah, I should be there. I hope the power comes back. Shouldn't be a problem. But yeah, Advait on the chat as well. Big up to you, Advait. We're gonna face very soon. I hate to say, but yeah.
Big up to you, Advait. We're gonna be absolutely giving it to you, bro. Don't worry. I got a good feeling this time around. I think we're gonna give Real Madrid a nice go. But yeah, good to have you, Ishan, bro. Advait is saying, big up, bro. We'll be watching you guys even more closely for obvious reasons. Of course, we'll be doing the same thing. Ishan, how you feel about every single day? It's about Mason Mount, bro. Every single day is about Mason Mount. For me, it's getting quite annoying. He's changed his agency. Um, the current agent that he's taken over, apparently, um, they have Virgil van Dijk, Henderson, and Harvey Elliott in their books, but they also have Anthony Barry and Graham Potter as well. He was part of the England squad. Then he's not. Recommendation from Chelsea medical room. He's been pulled out. He seems a little bit unhappy about the situation. I think he was fit enough to play last week, but I think Chelsea's just giving him a bit of time to get over the injury, pubic injury. I mean, how you feel about all of this stuff that's going around with Mason Mount, bro?
Man, uh, it's such a big news, isn't it, about Mason Mount every single week. Something sort of pops up every single week. He's not happy. He wants to leave. This and that. Small injuries, uh, fake injuries. All the rumors of him leaving, links to Liverpool and Man City and whatnot. Man, it's really now concerning me in terms of uh, whatever happens in the summer, it's a different part of the story. But why is this leading to, sort of stumble our season, whatever we have on our hands now? Why not? I mean, it's going to be challenge for our manager, Graham Potter, and also for the other boys who are sort of going to get very much disturbed by the whole situation, by the whole atmosphere. There's developing around just one player called Mason Mount. I know. Listen, he's been a big player for us for the past two
Yeah.
three seasons. No two ways about that. For 2 years straight, he's been the Chelsea Player of the Season. He's got that in his CV. But now in a difficult situation, so much of Mason Mount news is not good for the team, not good
Mm.
for the team's resilience, not good for the team's mental peace. If I'd like to say, also the manager has to struggle a lot with news like this because you're gonna have all the journalists come up to you and ask only about Mason Mount, which does not make sense because you've got, I don't know how many players that we got, 30 plus players,
Mm.
33, 34 other players that a
Ishan,
manager needs to think about.
do you reckon he got a new PR team as well? Apparently,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
just a new agency, he got a new PR team. Uh, do you think his new PR team is putting out all these leaks out there, like just to make him all over the headlines? I don't understand. I don't get, like, every day it's about Mason Mount.
So, Ms., what I think from the situation is there's been a lot of effort to get Mason Mount sign a new contract. You know what I mean? For the past few months, we've been working on this, trying to get
Yeah.
Mason Mount on the same page on signing a new contract. And somehow, somewhere down the line, uh, we have not come on the same page. Chelsea Football Club, the owners, the management, and Mason Mount have not come on the same page in terms of contract. I think so. This is where somewhere Mason Mount is coming up and selecting or bringing up a new agent of his, so that maybe somewhere down the line Mason Mount wants to stay. Mason Mount wants to work this out. Mason Mount wants to have a new contract and probably just have every last chance to maybe work something well and sign a new contract. Maybe he's trying that out. If not, then of course there's no way he can stay, right? If he does not sign a new contract, he's surely leaving at the end of the season. But then probably a lot of changes at this point of time. To me, I believe that he's trying to find a way to sign a new contract, or probably trying to find a solution out of nowhere. Because if Miss, just think about this, yeah. If he
Mm.
wants to leave and if he's fully focused on leaving, then there's no question at all. There's no question at all, Miss. He's gonna leave by any means. Why would he, go out there and change agents after agents? He's going to leave. That's an easy thing. But the situation that we are here is it's difficult for him to find a contract for himself. It's difficult for the management to agree to a new contract. So this is where the whole dilemma is now in the middle. I mean, these both entities are in the middle of. Probably that's the reason why he's gone up with another agent to probably bring out a solution on this contract. If not, then already he has an easy option to leave this summer, and he can probably leave as easy as you like. But probably somewhere down the line, I feel like he wants to sign a new contract. But we'll
Mm.
we'll see how it goes. Uh, you know, as far as we go into the season, we'll find out.
No, for sure. Balan, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. 1:30 a.m. for the Everton match. Hopefully we win. Hopefully we do, man. I really would like to win that. Take it 4 out of 4 and go to the international break with a lot of upbeat in feelings, in confidence. But once again, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. Unless we play a three-man midfield, Mount is not needed. Do you know what? That's how I feel as well. And even in a three-man midfield, like I don't even know whether he'll is a guaranteed number one starter. Like once everyone is fit and up and running, Kante is coming back. Hopefully, we see some minutes from Kante today up against Everton. Then it's not guaranteed. You've got Enzo Fernandez who's going to take up one of the positions. Then you've got Kovacic. Then you've got Kante. Don't forget, you've got the likes of Conor Gallagher, Ruben Loftus-Cheek. So it's not a guaranteed situation. I'm sad to say this. Like, I don't mind, as I've always said, don't mind having Mason Mount part of being part of the squad, being part of if it's for a rotational basis, if it's off the bench. He's got overall look. He's got a good attitude. It's just obviously now with the contract situation, it's very tough. But I don't think he's created too much chaos internally. There's no issues in that particular perspective. But it's his form. He's been on a poor form for like good 16, 18 months, man. It's not funny anymore. And now we're getting into a situation where Chelsea need to kick on. Like we're well and truly in the project of Graham Potter. It's had a bumpy, mega bumpy ride all this time. Slowly in the last few weeks, we're trying to put some wins together, and the team, all the players seem to be working together, working for each other. The morale seems to be there. Now we've got Real Madrid in the quarterfinals. I'm buzzing. I'm looking forward to it. I know a lot of you guys are looking forward to it. Is it going to be easy? Of course not, but it's a great challenge. We'll see. We'll see, man. I mean, right now, Mason Mount, that news is the least of my issues in the background. Do you know what I mean? Valent, once again, thank you so much for the super chat. Fans need to chill on Mount. Our directors are literally looking for the next big player. There are going to be better player coming. Kendry Payers. Yeah, Kendry Payers is another one that we're looking at in the future. Look, life will move on. Life always moves on. Life never stops for anyone. It'll move on for Mason Mount. It'll move on for us. It'll move on for Chelsea Football Club. I know a lot of fans are upset. So many fans on social media saying, "Oh man, it's a mistake. I'm going to be so upset. We'll regret it. This, that, the other." Hey, we need to understand. We've actually given Mason Mount a contract. Mason Mount's the one who's rejecting us. In fact, there's been many offers, many offers. But Mason Mount keeps rejecting because at the end of the day, I'm not going to ask him to, I'm not going to force him to sign the papers. If he's not agreeing on the terms and conditions, that's fine. But I don't want to sit here and blame Chelsea Football Club because we are doing everything possible to make it happen. He wants to get it all done on his terms. You need to negotiate, mate. You need to negotiate. And if it doesn't fall under your terms, then albeit, move on. Like I said, everyone will move on, man. Is we coped without Hazard and Rudiger. Who is this kid? Look, I don't want to bash him, but to a point, yes. I mean, life will move on. His peak, say goodbye, and his lack of pace will relegate him to also run. Look, if he does well elsewhere, kudos to him. Most overrated player at CFC, Ali and Wilshere, and more potential than Mount, let's be honest. Yeah, Dele Alli is another crazy situation that's happening. Ishan, moving on to this particular match against Everton at home, I'm very glad it's at Stamford Bridge just before the international break. Hopefully we can, finish off with another victory. We're on a bit of a momentum now. We want to go off in a good situation. Everton ain't going to be easy. They're in the relegation battle, but I feel like we should have enough quality. The likes of Reece James hopefully should be back today. I know Sterling's still injured. These are some of the team news that's come out from Graham Potter. I'm happy to go in with that Leicester lineup again and really bank on João Felix and Kai Havertz, Chilwell, the likes of these players, Enzo Fernandez, obviously to come up trumps. Ishan, what's your mood moving into this match against Everton? Are you worried? Could this be a banana skin, like a bit of an issue, or you feel confident that we should get the 3 points?
No, Miz, I'm very, very excited about this match. I'll be very honest with you. I'm very excited about this match. And I'm surprised that I'm excited. You know what I mean? After the whole run we had, before this three game, I did not expect that I would ever be excited with this team, with this manager. But kudos to the way the boys played in the last 3 4 games. I think so. This has brought to the situation where I can be excited. And you know what the best part is, Miz? And I've heard you guys talk in the all you can eat Chelsea as well. Uh, Everton is now a different ball game, Miz. Please keep in mind that Leeds, we all know how Leeds like to run, like to attack, like to move all on the pitch. Yeah, Dortmund, we all knew they were backless. They were backless. Everybody is keeping Dortmund both the legs. They kept high line. The high pressing. They were
Yeah.
just backless. You know what I mean? We had a lot of space to run behind Dortmund. Similarly goes with Leicester. We all know Leicester likes to run around the pitch. We had a lot of spaces to run in the flanks as well. But Everton, Sean Dyche FC, you're not going to get spaces. You're not going to
It's
get
not gonna be
anything,
easy. It's not gonna be easy.
bro. This
Sean Dyche dirty football.
bro, past 3 4 5, uh if you just compare the our opponents, this is the most probably challenging in terms of chance creation. I believe in this game chance creation is going to be the most difficult comparatively to the other games. And Miz, this is why I'm telling you I'm excited, because Graham Potter will get tested in terms of how does his team create chances when there is a low block team like a Sean Dyche's team in front of you. How do you create chances? We've already struggled against teams like Everton, or probably someone like a Burnley who Sean Dyche, used to manage earlier. We always struggle to create chances against low blocks, and this is going to be one of the big asset tests for Graham Potter, whether he can create chances against low blocks or not. Because Everton, I'm hella sure they're not going to keep a high line. They're not going to press a lot. They'll be very happy to just park the bus, park the aeroplane, park the spaceship, never come at us, and they're going to be
The
very happy.
spaceship.
Yeah, means they're going to be very happy to get a nil-nil draw and get away from
Oh,
there.
of course.
You know,
That'll be almost
they'll
like a win for them, to be honest.
Of course. So this is going to be a litmus test for Graham Potter. Because you know that we've always struggled with Thomas Tuchel as well. Whenever
Mm.
we had a low block team coming at us, we had no options. We were like clueless teams running around, passing around, all those sidewinding passes and all those back passes came up, and all the whole game was like some dead games. We're just passing the ball around with no motivation, with no objective in mind. We never ask a lot of questions. You know what I mean? But this against Graham Potter, 3 4 good games, fine, very good. We've created a lot of chances, missed a lot of chances, scored few goals as well, very good. But this, I think, so it's the litmus test, where it's going to be a high low block team, but very very well rigid defense.
Mm.
We'll have to see how well Graham Potter tries to pierce this low block, and how many chances does Graham Potter uh, create against teams like Sean Dyche's team. It's going to be very interesting to see. I think so, Miz. If today he passes the test, I'm going to be even more confident in Graham Potter than what I am at this point of time. Although the confidence hasn't come up with the whole bad run that he had, but I think so. This win, I think so. We'll have a surety on, yes, against highlines we've been creating chances, but against if low block we create chances and probably play well and score goals, I'll be more confident in my team, and Graham Potter probably yes.
No, for sure, man. Look, I do hear what you're saying in regards to the low block. I just feel like they're not just gonna, for the 90 minutes, just sit back. There will be times where they'll come forward. It's when they do come forward, and we have to kind of entice them to come out of their block as well. We have to sort of play around and just get them to come out of their box, because I've seen them recently when they went to Emirates under Sean Dyche. Arsenal with Becca, Saka, and Martinelli and Odegaard really did trouble them massively in transition. So it all comes down to when they do come out, because I don't expect them to just be sitting in their back line for 90 minutes. I do expect them to come out and try and do something about this particular match. But it's in those situations. How do we break quickly and make something out of it? Arsenal obviously has Saka, Martinelli, Odegaard to do the damage. Can we potentially also use our players to do the damage on them? That's the key thing. And even if it's a low block, Ishan, I feel like someone like Enzo Fernandez, you don't want to give him too much time and space, man. He will find a pass. He will
Yeah.
find, and I think the way he's now monitoring Havertz, Jean Felix, twice he's put on a couple of delicious passes. For one for Jean Felix against West Ham, and one against Leicester for Kai Havertz. So Everton will have one eye there. Don't want to give too much time on the ball with this guy because he will either dink it, he'll either thread it, he'll find something. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Pranav, Miz, big up to you. You're really engaging. I love listening to you. Love hearing your perspective. I'm watching your videos as soon as I wake up, and then while having my lunch, we'll watch your live. Thank you so much, brother. Really, really appreciate this, man. Really appreciate all the lovely comments. Ishan, let's get in on the lineup now.
Now I missed
Can-
this, man. It's been a long time.
it's been a long time, bro. It's been a long time. Can we agree, Kepa, goalkeeper? I think Mendy. I think he is back. Mendy is back, but I don't think he's match fit as yet. So
Yeah.
Kepa, yeah, I think we can all agree on this one.
Yeah, I think so. But Miz, do you think so? If Mendy was 100% match fit, or let me twist the question: when do you think Mendy should be given a chance this season?
It's a big question, bro. I know where you might be leading onto this. I'm thinking about that Real Madrid tie. Um, I'm worried that Real Madrid could have some long shots, and that could trouble Kepa. But then again, Ishan, you remember what happened to Mendy last season against Real Madrid?
Yeah, yeah.
The crazy pass I think he put to Rudiger,
Then
um, and that
Benzema
really
scored.
really
Yeah.
did shatter his confidence a little bit. He had a mad season last season anyway, and Mendy was crazy last season with a lot of mistakes. I don't know, Ishan, man. He hasn't played for a little while now. Like,
Mhm.
Mendy hasn't played since World Cup. It's been a long time, bro. It's been almost
Mm,
4 months.
That's my question, Miz. Where are we heading with this Mendy guy?
I think he's going to get sold, bro. I think he's going to get sold. I think he's going to go to Serie A. He wants Kepa level of money. He's not going to get Kepa level of money. Even Kepa shouldn't deserve Kepa level of money. But that happened before the new owners came in. So I think we are going to get a new goalkeeper, bro. I think that Brentford goalkeeper, David Raya, I think
Yeah, he's
he
good.
might be a Chelsea goalkeeper,
Yeah.
which will then leave for another new debate later on. Kepa Raya, we'll see. This is the big one, Ishan.
Yeah, it is.
Kukurea or Badiashile? Who do you go
Badiashile.
for here?
Yeah. Oh my days, it's so tasty in it. This one,
Kukurea,
I don't
back to
know,
back
Miz.
big games, bro. Back to back top games.
Yeah,
Badiashile has not done anything wrong and he's been
has
dropped.
not done anything wrong. Yeah,
So what
but
happens
I,
now?
I think so. Keep up with Kukurea, Miz. Looking at the momentum, why change something which is not broken? I think so. Kukurea, with the momentum that he's got in 2 games, uh, maybe give him one more chance. Let's see how it goes. I don't think so. I think so. It's a good dilemma to be in here, Miss. It's not that we are picking the worst, best out of the worst. We are picking here the best out of two good players. So I think
Hmm.
so. It's a good pick up here. If Kukurea does not perform well in the first half, I'll be the first one to bring up Shield right at the second half. So I have that cover with me. But yeah, Kukurea probably
Yeah,
deserves it to start.
I agree with you as well in the sense that let's keep the momentum. Let's keep the same team that's been doing well. Let's keep the same backline that's been doing well. I do understand in this game if look, I like Kukurea in defense, Ishan, because of his passing ability, the ability that he has to zip the like Kukurea will pick up the ball from here and then he'll
Yeah.
shoot a pass diagonally like this to one of
Mm.
these players or one of these players and then
Yeah.
the midfield opens up. That's what I really like about Kukurea. The
But there's
ability
one
to do
spanner
that.
here, Miss. I think
Yeah.
so. Like, let's look at this comment from Chelsea 2012.
Yes, we need height for Sean Dyche's set piece. And not just that, Ishan, we also need height for our set plays because if Everton predominantly will sit back, how much
Yeah.
of Kukurea's passing will matter then? I think Kukurea's passing matter when the opposition likes to come at us
Mm-hmm.
and then we
Yeah.
can break their midfield with passing. But if the
Yeah.
opposition predominantly will sit structured,
Yeah.
maybe better to have Buddy Shield for defensive cover and offensive, like for our
Yes.
offensive set pieces. Buddy Shield
Yes.
can act as someone who can provide, goals. Would you
Yeah.
agree?
No, I do agree, man. This is a good dilemma, though. Now it's the deciding factor, miss. What do you do? What do you decide? Is it the momentum of Kukurea or the
Mm.
height factor of Badia Shield? What do you go with?
Ask the live chat, bro. Give them an opportunity to get in on this one.
All right, guys, in the live chat, let's decide. What do you want? Kukurea as your left center back or Badia Shield against Everton? Let's see.
See what people are saying. Miz, we need Buddy Shield for Everton set piece. There you go. No, we need technical players to unlock the defense. It's a bit 50-50. Why Kukurea? Someone's asking. I mean, why not abusive lines? I mean, he's been doing well for the past couple of games. Why not? Kuku is really good with passing, dribbling. He'll be that CB who opens up some space. But at Chelsea 2012 said, I agree too. We need Badia in the game to avert any crosses. Badman, Buddy Shield. Oh, bro, everyone's
Bro,
asking for
bro,
Buddy Shield.
bro,
Everyone
Badia
is
Shield
asking
wins
for
it.
Buddy Shield.
Yeah, yeah,
Shall we lock it in?
yeah. I think so. Badia Shield wins it. You guys want it? You guys get it.
I think the middle ones are quite straightforward. Koulibaly and Fofana. Would you disagree here or no?
No, no, I think so. These both.
Chalaba get an opportunity? Not really.
No, miss, but I'm concerned with this guy, man. I really want him to get chances, get more games, get more opportunities, but he's not been getting that, and
You
I'm
mean you
I'm
mean
afraid that
Chalaba?
he might. Yeah, 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 for Chalobah, and
I
I'm
think he's
afraid
gonna
that he
get
might
sold, bro.
opt to leave. I don't want that, miss, because he's
Yeah,
done
me
nothing
neither.
wrong. I believe. Yes, there was a patch in between where he was a bit clumsy, a bit more rash. He was getting indulged in you know unforeseen tackles which he should have avoided. But I think so. He's a very, very good defender, and he's a very threatful in terms of going forward as well with his shots, with his heading. I think so. He could have been
He
a
scored
very
some
good
goals
player
for
for
us,
us.
bro. He scored
Yeah,
some goals.
100%, man. I don't want Chaloba to leave, man. That's my take on it. But I'm
Mm.
really hating the way that he's getting treated. I think so. He deserves a game
It's
opportunity
difficult to fit
to leave.
fit in if to fit him in. Ishan, at the moment, everyone's fit. Like I can understand if someone wasn't fit, then you can use him. I mean, who would you drop to bring in Chalaba in this back line? Who would you drop?
The thing is now it looks a bit more stable. I agree, and probably
Mm.
now I wouldn't have removed any of the back three. But there was a time you would remember, Miss, that Koulibaly wasn't doing well at all, right?
True,
We
true.
we then had Buddy Shield to select. Chaloba was going straight in your previews as well, and I do remember that because I watched your
Yes.
previews. He was getting straight into squad, and everybody's prediction he was getting in straight. But somewhere down the line, Graham Potter chooses to play Kukurea or someone we he just does not get selected. So that's where I am not liking a bit because I
Mm.
want this guy to stay. But let's see, man, what the future holds. I really want him to stay though.
True talk. True talk. We'll see what the future holds. I'm worried. I think he's going to get sold. Levi Colwell's probably going to come into the team next season. Doesn't look good, bruv. It doesn't look good. Would you agree? Chilwell on that left side. I think he
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
I think one of the undroppable ones at the moment.
No, of
He's
course.
just
And
been
what a goal! What a
unbelievable.
goal last time! What a
What a
goal
goal!
last time!
Chipping in with assist as well. I believe that corner
Yeah,
against
yeah, yeah.
Dortmund.
Yes,
Sorry, no, Sterling's goal. I think against Dortmund. So
yes.
no stopping Chilwell in the middle. Would you say continue with Kovacic and Enzo Fernandez?
Yeah,
Kovacic,
I
of
would.
course, is the captain of the football club right
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
I
yeah.
think he's can't be dropped. Correct?
Yeah. I think so. Kovacic and Fernandez, and I see a bit of chemistry build up between these two as well.
Yes, I too. I
Let's
agree as
see.
well.
Let's see if this goes into the next level. Although I believe these two have somewhat similar traits, although the vision of these two players are completely different. Enzo sees some angles which Kovacic might never see. You know what
True,
I mean?
true, true.
And Kovacic does something which Enzo might never do: dribble past three, four,
Dribble.
five, six
Very
players.
good
You
point.
know,
Very good point, Ishan. Yeah.
and yeah and just exploit empty spaces. So these two have their own
They
individual
complement
qualities.
each other, huh? Ishan, they complement each
Yeah,
other.
and I am seeing these two complement each other, and these two can definitely be one of the top two important players that we have on our playing 11. But one
Mm.
concerning thing, and I think so you should also agree to that, is the defensive attribute that both these two lack. We can't come here and say that Kovacic and Enzo Fernandez both can be have that defensive midfielding trait. I think so. This sort of regista role is somewhat missing here when we talk about both two.
Mm,
But it all depends on these both of their chemistry. You know what I mean? If these two guys work it out, I think so it should be good. But I still believe that be it Kovacic or be it Enzo, there has to be one defensive midfielder alongside them, to complement these guys. But then these two are doing superb now.
no, for sure. Subair is saying, sorry, miss, quick question. Can Chalaba play CB? 100%. Watch, not last season. Not last season, I think. Chalaba, or was it the season before last season? Actually, the season before last season. Chalaba's first season under Thomas Tuchel. There were a couple of matches against Brentford. There were a couple of matches against some other teams as well where he played as a CB, center CB. So he can definitely play that. Um, Ishan, I'm pretty sure Reece James was called in the England squad.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
he's fit enough for England, I believe he should be fit enough for Chelsea Football Club. I would like him to start. What's the latest, ladies and gentlemen? Let me know. Let me know what's the latest. Um, I feel like Reece James should play this. Let me know. Let me know. Ishan, do you know anything? Is he still injured? Is he fit to
No,
play?
I heard he's selected for the England squad. Mason Mount pulled off because of the injury, and so did Sterling. But
Hmm.
I've not heard Reece James pull out of the England squad, so I think so he should be good to start, right? If not, we have who Loftus Cheek as the
Yeah, if
backup.
not, we've got Loftus Cheek. I'm not worried about that. I would like to see Reece James. The eye test DM is saying there's no news on James. He should play. Reece James must play, man. Yep, there you go. So it should be all right. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, up front, I think this is where the confusion is. I still want to continue on with that Leicester lineup. Sterling is out, ladies and gentlemen. Sterling is not playing this match. I don't know whether you'll bring in Pulisic or not. I'm going with Felix on this side, just like before. I'm going with Havertz on this side. And once again, I know this isn't the most liked situation, but the reason I'm putting Mudryk there is I don't think Mudryk is good enough to play in the half spaces. The way Havertz and Felix can pick up the ball and find some good passes. Felix obviously has the pace. Havertz probably doesn't have the pace as Felix or someone else, but at least Havertz can pick up the ball in the half space, turn and find a pass. Mudryk, however, I don't think is capable of doing that. And these positions, Felix and Havertz, they're not winger positions. They're number 10 positions. Um, Mudryk last game did drop in here and there in the middle at times, acted as a false nine. There was a pass from Kukurea that found him in the middle, which then he passed on to Ruben Loftus-Cheek, who then crossed it in for Felix. That's the one that was offside. Ishan, I'm going with this. Do you have a different angle on this, a different player? How are you looking at this?
Miz, I think so. We'll have to think about our opponent here a bit. Uh, Although I agree on the front three that we have, but I'm really trying to wonder how much effective Mudryk would be against a low block, because we all know the fact that Mudryk's biggest strength is his pace
Yeah,
and his dribbling ability.
that's a good point, bro. That's a good point. How effective is he going to be against Everton, who's probably will have a couple of defenders on him? Do you know what I mean? If they sit back.
Yeah, and I don't think so. They're gonna allow him space to run. So you've got a bang on point there. That Mudryk on the left or probably on the right, uh, regardless of the number 10 that you mentioned, what I believe that he won't have space to run. So I don't think so. Both the ways Mudryk is being, uh,
Would you perhaps do this?
favored here. Yeah, miss. But you know what? Pulisic has not impressed me a lot.
Yeah.
You remember he came off the bench last game, and he was the worst player ever I've seen. So I'm not confident with Pulisic even a bit. Uh, I think so. Looking at all, you know what I would go with, Miss? I think so. I would go with someone like a Madueke, who's very,
Madueke. I've
yeah. I would
completely
go with him.
forgotten about him.
I
I
think so. I
forgot that
would
he
go
was
with
our player,
Madueke.
bro.
Yeah. So I think so. For me, it would this. I'm sure that Noni Madueke is not getting picked. I'm sure Brampton is not picking him. It's going to be Mudrik, Felix, and Havertz, which you selected earlier. And I think so. The setup that you had, Felix, Mudrik in the middle, and Havertz on the right. I think so. That's the exact setup that Graham Potter is going to pick. But I would like to see this. I would like to see Madueke on the right hand side. Again, I think so. He can complement Havertz and Felix as well. He's good in terms of going back as well, and he's got pace and dribbling as well. Although, again, the same question comes that Mudrik has pace and dribbling abilities as well. But I believe that Madueke can be more effective in terms of complementing Havertz and
It's a
Felix
good
more than
shout,
what
Ishan.
Mudrik can.
Honestly, this is a good shout. Madueke is more direct. He's got the explosive pace. He's got the dribbling ability. It could be a bit of a game changer against someone like Everton, who's probably going to be very structured under Sean Dyche in defense.
Yeah, and I'd like to see Madueke get some minutes as well. It's been long that he's not been picked. I'd like to see it at least, if not, if he doesn't start, at least I'd like to see some minutes in the second half that he gets, because I think so. He's a good prospect. He's going to be a good prospect for us if he keeps up the work. But then, yeah, I think so. This is good for me.
No, I agree, man. I agree. President Jafar, good to see you, my man. Madueke takes on players, the best in Chelsea right now. Very direct. No, I'm happy with this team. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the team Ishan and I have come up with. Kepa, Badishil, Koulibaly, Fofana, Chilwell, Kovacic, Enzo, Fernandez, Reece James, Felix, Havertz, Madueke. I'm quite confident about this. Valentine, thank you so much for the super chat. The same Noni that's injury prone against physical Everton defenders Tarkowski, Cody, and Coleman. An injury just waiting to happen, if you ask me. Look, I'd like to take this chance, man, because Madueke is not part of the Champions League squad as well. So he needs to start helping us out in the Premier League. I feel like this could be a good opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, give me your match prediction, the score prediction in the live chat. Ishan, quickly, your score prediction.
I think so. It's going to be difficult to score for us just to predict that they're going to have a low block. Uh, what I presume is just like the authentic Chelsea that we are struggling against low block. I think so. This game is going to be a bit same, but I believe in some individual talent like Enzo Fernandez, like Joao Felix, to bring out something different that we had
Mm.
against earlier team. I think so. I'm gonna go with a cheeky 1-0 Chelsea.
Yeah, I'm going to go with this particular line score prediction by Naman 2-0 as well. I feel like 2-0 could be the one for us. I think we're going to be good enough to keep a clean sheet, and I feel like we should be good enough to score a couple of goals against them. So, yeah, I'm going with 2-0. Quite a few people are going with 2-0. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap things up. Smash up the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. I shall see you guys for the watch along, hour and 5 minutes before the lineup is out. And hopefully we get the 3 points for the weekend. And Ishan will be here, Ryan will be here, Sai Krishna will be here. It'll be a full house. See you then. Thanks so much for joining. Until next time. Bye.